Good afternoon. Thank you for joining AI Insight webinar, AI Insight for Administrators. I'd like to start by introducing Michelle Browning, Vice President of National Sales and Client Engagement. Michelle?
Thank you, Jen. Our next webinar is closed to our premium feature subscribers only as a part of your subscription benefits. If you're included in this group, we sent you an email on August 13th with registration links for these webinars. On September 26th, we will discuss performance data and due diligence findings on non-traded sectors. Visit AIinsight.com or our YouTube channel to view previously recorded monthly webinars, including an introduction on opportunity zones and a panel of your peers discussing the alternative mutual fund industry. We also have a new podcast called Alts Insights, which covers the latest alternative investment trends we're seeing. We sent out our most recent podcast via email on August 20th and posted it to our website and social media accounts. You can also subscribe to the podcast on Podbean or Spotify. Thank you all for your time today. The purpose of today's call is to introduce you to AI Insight and how you can create efficiencies in your business with the benefits our alternative investment platform offers. AI Insight is a way for you to gain access to the research, training, and compliance support you need to give you the confidence to expand into diverse product lines, something which we believe you need to remain competitive and appeal to high net worth clients. There's a lot of depth to AI Insight, and in today's webinar, I am going to cover the main capabilities. However, if there is a particular area on the platform you would like me to focus on, please get in touch with me afterward. I am happy to schedule a demo with you, and we also offer free trials for our alternative mutual fund research and financial performance reporting tools if you would like to try them out for yourself. I'm going to start off today by giving you an overview of AI Insight. Then we're going to take a look at the portal you would use along with some of the reporting tools available and conclude with our training and education features and benefits. We've been around since 2005. Our CEO, Sherry Cook, recognized a need for this type of unbiased alts research and education platform in our industry. Our primary objectives are to offer a centralized database to support your research and review of alternative investment products for financial firms and financial advisors. The idea here is that we are a research tool. We provide consistent, perspective-based training and education on alternative investment products, and we facilitate communication among broker-dealers, RIAs, financial advisors, and product sponsors. We do a great job of creating efficiencies in your firm by building the alternative education and compliance tracking capabilities for you. We believe alternative investment training should be done at the product level, and we're still the only company that provides this type of product-specific education. We know that regulators are paying close attention to broker-dealers and now even to RIA firms, and that's where we help fulfill regulatory requirements. They want to level set everyone at your firm so you all have the same knowledge on the alternative investment products you offer. We have 136 alternative investment managers participating on our platform as the resource for our research, training, and education. We are working with 116 broker-dealer RIA firms, which represents over 50,000 financial professionals. And the great thing about being on our platform is that you have instant access to fund data, making it easier for you to conduct due diligence, train your firm members, and document everything along the way. The dashboard is your go-to page where you are able to source new products via the Alternative Investments by Sector page, easily create new training modules for your firm, and track and monitor advisor activity from a compliance standpoint. In the first section, you'll find your action items where you can approve materials, sign up for upcoming events, and more. In the Alternative Investments by Sector, you can access a host of research and training information on hundreds of funds by sector. Click the View More button for more detailed search options. Stay informed with what is going on with the funds you have approved on your platform via our News and Alerts section. We create education modules on every program we bring onto the platform to give you the opportunity to establish and document a consistent policy around vetting complex products. Selling agreement list. You can indicate which funds you have selling agreements with at your firm, as well as have a historical list of all past selling agreements all in one place for your advisors. Finally, the training, education, and research log captures virtually everything your advisor does on the platform, so it can easily be retrieved in the future by fund name, date range, sector, structure, or even general topic category like senior issues, if something like that is applicable. This is exactly the kind of approach and documentation that has earned many of our subscribers significant savings and better coverage on their E&O insurance through a program we've developed with our insurance broker. I also want to call out the favorites icon up top, which is a very popular feature. It's easy to set up. Just select your favorite resources and you can quickly get to the information most important to you. I'm now going to discuss and demonstrate our capabilities regarding our first objective as a research tool to support your due diligence efforts. As you can see, this is where you will see our 300+ offerings that are now open to new capital, listed alphabetically or by sector or by structure. Listing all of our funds will help you in the sourcing process. As you see sponsors' names, the offering name, sector, registration type, capital raise, so you can scan our universe of programs and get an overview of the fund. You can sort programs based on criteria you choose. We have sectors such as real estate, private equity, private debt, energy. Or you can sort by structure such as 1031s, closed-end funds, interval funds, BDCs, Reg D funds, or LLCs. For every product we put on the platform, AI Insight creates a variety of reports to not only support your training requirements, but also support you and your firm's financial advisor's due diligence efforts. It is important to note that your financial advisors will only see the approved programs you have on your platform. You and your home office users do have access to see all of our programs, and it is a great tool to source new programs. AI Insight has a variety of reporting capabilities available. Whether you want to track financial performance reporting, look at trends on what is happening in the industry via our new industry reporting, or do it yourself via our comparative report, where you can see side by side and compare over 120 features on any number of funds you are conducting due diligence on. Let's take a look at some of the reports available. Above here are the resources available for research and due diligence on every alternative investment program. The foundation of the platform comes from our AI Insight Program Summary and AMF Research Reports. Our team of program analysts gather information from the fund's offering documents found on Edgar and or directly from the fund manager, which we all know can be 200, 300, or upwards of 400 pages long. The team is also working directly with the fund manager to collect additional information and or clarification. All information must come from investor-disclosed information. Sales and marketing materials do not always provide the clarity needed to truly understand the features, benefits, and risks of an offering. The AI Insight Program Analyst team gathers information from the alternative investments offering documents and then distills that information down to the most important data points based on our experience in due diligence, as well as what regulators expect you to understand. This summary is also the basis for the education module. AI Insight's credibility is based on the information in the system, and our team is highly trained and diligent in both collecting and monitoring the process for keeping all data current. So we take that worry and obligation off of you. When you or your advisors go on to AI Insight, you know that it's up to date. Our team of analysts are reviewing every single filing related to the program, and it's our standard to update any prospectus PPM supplement within 48 hours. We expanded our research to the liquid side earlier this year with our coverage on alternative mutual funds, really due to an uptick of regulatory focus. In fact, the SEC has been focused on liquidity risk management and derivative exposure with these funds as demonstrated in their investor bulletin, Alternative Mutual Funds. FINRA echoed the SEC with an investor letter in its investor alert. Alternative funds are not your typical mutual fund and identified AMFs as a unique product set and introduced an e-learning course, Understanding Alternative Mutual Funds, highlighting unique characteristics, potential risks, and the importance of suitability analysis. We at AI Insight believe that the increased popularity of AMFs has caught the attention of both the SEC and FINRA, which signals a shift from reactionary regulation to proactive overnight. It is only a matter of time before both the SEC and FINRA are going to tighten regulatory guidelines around liquid alternatives due to their underlying complexity, liquidity risk management, and derivative exposure. We feel there is a big gap today in how advisors are learning and understanding these products and are highly encouraging broker-dealers and advisors to, at a minimum, include these best practices into their AMF due diligence process. Take our Introduction to Alternative Mutual Funds course on our platform. Use our AMF research reports to help you educate and source investment solutions, which are a great complement to Morningstar. These are internal use only. These are 3 to 5 page integrated fund-level research reports that address the breadth of the space and on understanding and applying the product set versus an investment rating. They are fund and share class specific, including both quantitative and qualitative information. Utilize our comparative reporting tool to conduct side-by-side comparisons of AMFs based on extensive and specific criteria you select. I will go over this tool in a minute. We are currently covering 82 funds. You are welcome to take a look at those that are currently on the platform. If you and your advisors are already subscribers, you can sign up for a free trial. Just contact us directly if you'd like to do this. We offer the free trial to advisors directly in the platform dashboard under Premium Subscription Options. If you are not a subscriber to the platform, reach out to me after the call and we can certainly schedule a demo. One of our most popular research tools on our platform is our Comparative Report, which gives you the ability to conduct side-by-side analysis of alternative investments based on criteria that are most important to your due diligence process. A very common task of firms investing in alternatives is gathering data on multiple programs, whether for an annual investment committee meeting or your own due diligence effort. So another added efficiency of our system is the ability to look at more than one program at once in a comparison report. This feature allows you to compare all or a selection of these data points of multiple programs with a few clicks. Not only does this save time, but you can be confident that the information is up to date. This report pulls facts from the prospectus or PPM and allows you to compare as many programs as you would like, open or closed. To access the report, you can click Create Comparative Reports here. You have the ability to select whether you want to view open or closed funds or all the offerings on the platform. You can be more specific in your search and filter by investment sector, type, structure, objective, or share class. One thing I want to point out here, if you find yourself running the same report over and over again, you're able to save the report and can access those here to run with the updated data. The next step is to select the criteria. All of these in blue expand, and you can check off the fields you're looking for. Recent investment objectives, annualized distribution rate, frequency of distribution, total income and loss. The suitability and state requirements is where the blue sky is located. And once you're finished selecting your criteria, you can click View Results. If you subscribe to financial performance reporting, you can compare FPR metrics for REITs, BDCs, closed-end funds, and AMF if you just subscribe to AMF. Here you will see the list of programs you selected in a nice side-by-side list with the criteria on the left. You can manipulate the format to show the programs along the side and the criteria across the top if you would like, and you also have the option to export the data. We've received a lot of positive feedback on this tool because not only can advisors compare offerings for due diligence purposes if they're looking to add an alternative to their client's asset allocation, but they are also able to look at closed programs to stay up to date on their performance. They especially like how the products appear side by side. Moving on to the program fee and expense report. One, we've actually taken our comparative report and made it a bit more turnkey, which you will see here. We took the most common compared fields and created these reports. Within our database of programs, we have very detailed fee information. This program and expense report was created to help you quickly review an alternative investment's fees and expenses compared to its peers, including industry rankings. We also created a mean and median for each fee category to help you determine whether they are reasonable or not. Here's an excerpt of our financial performance report snapshot, which is a few pages long. We also offer a full summary with more detailed information. We offer these reports for non-traded REITs, BDCs, and closed-end interval funds. A very common matter of investing in these programs is that they close to new investors. However, there continues to be the need for firms to access information and have a way to continue to monitor them. If they are not accepting new capital, there are no updated subdocs with public offerings. The 10K and 10Qs are how they are providing ongoing, unbiased reporting of the key financial data for the programs and presenting it in a consistent, single, and easy-to-read report, and in a way to remain compliant with the FINRA addressing due diligence and ongoing monitoring requirements. Sifting through these updates is a huge undertaking, and our team of analysts does this for you every time a new update is filed. Industry reporting is our newest feature within financial performance reporting, and so far it has been extremely well received and we are very excited about it. These reports can help make your lives easier when it comes time to meet regulatory requirements to monitor these investments, which at AI Insight we recommend your advisors do quarterly. Our industry reporting feature enables you to efficiently look at the alternative investments you are using on your platform versus the industry average. We understand you're very busy, so how does industry reporting make your life easier? Well, each year you will receive 24 reports, and not only are we seeing broker-dealer home offices and advisors utilizing these reports, but third-party due diligence firms and consultants are also finding these useful to analyze industry data quickly instead of combing through individual SEC filings. In these reports, data is taken from the 10Ks and the Qs, offering documents and supplements, and you are able to do ongoing monitoring of the dynamics of the public non-traded REITs, BDCs, closed-end funds, private placements, and alternative mutual fund industries. You will also receive an email when our latest industry report is released. You can click into the report, an example here of our non-traded REIT report, to get a picture of the average. Then you and your advisors have the ability to go into fund reports and run a report specifically on the non-traded REITs you have exposure to and compare versus the average. If nothing looks off, then great. But if there are any triggers, any litigations or impairments, you can actually contact the fund wholesaler through our platform to find out more about the issue. Here's our education and training menu. FINRA members are required to demonstrate proper education and training on complex products. Many firms will do a sector-based training, like what are non-traded REITs or introduction to hedge funds. However, every program is unique, so it is important that the training you are conducting is done on at the specific offering level. For most firms, they lack the bandwidth to do training for every approved product. So they either are insufficient and at regulatory risk or very limited in offerings. Also, if a firm or an advisor is going to get in trouble with the sales of a complex product, it is not going to be because they didn't understand the general concept of the structure, but because they didn't understand the specific product they offered their client. Included with AI Insight is a training and education module for every program. We create a master module for each program that you can also customize to meet your firm's policies. Let's say you completed your due diligence and you approved the program, then you indicate on AI Insight you have a signed selling agreement which activates the program for advisors to do training. This is what the advisors see when they log in. We actually have 2 additional categories of training. One category is our firm customized modules, where you can create your own modules, such as an annual compliance training module. The other are our CE or supplemental courses. We are only one of a handful of firms approved by FINRA to distribute their e-learning library. Many of our clients utilize these courses to fulfill their annual firm element courses. For both CE and custom modules, I want to highlight that completions of those courses are also tracked in the Terra log, as well as activity conducted in the other reporting tools as the due date report. A big part of our third objective, which is efficiency and documentation, is allowing you to access firms' history of all the research, training, and efforts conducted by financial advisors or any administrative user by the click of a mouse. We track all activity in the system to provide you with an easy way to document what you do to support your due diligence efforts, as well as your firm's comprehensive training program. The first and most common example we hear about from our clients is in the area of compliance. Many firms we work with are unexpectedly visited by regulators like the SEC or FINRA to review, among other things, their training and education process for alternatives. And with a single click of a button, you can access the information. We've heard many times from our clients that when they tell us the regulators they use AI Insight for alternative investment training, they will simply ask, can we see your AI Insight log? And that's all they need to do successfully to respond to that particular inquiry. This slide shows our education log, including the name of the person, the program name, the test score, and the date completed. You can also view other research your users have conducted on the platform, such as program summaries or other research documents viewed. We have had firms come to us thanking us when they are able to successfully complete an audit with no further action required, as they have easily demonstrated how they are specifically performing due diligence and completing training on alternative investments. This concludes the presentation, and I want to thank you all for joining today. I know I only just scratched the surface in showing you our comparative reporting feature, our industry reports, and with some AMS best practices, though I really hope you are coming away from this webinar that it's really apparent AI Insight is so much more than just an alternative investment testing platform. Please contact me directly if you would like to schedule a platform demo to look at these tools in more depth or to request a free trial. Thank you.